friends, hope everybody's having a good weekend. We're getting ready to make seedless blackberry jam. We've been collecting blackberries from the garden over the past few months. These are all clean and ready to go. We're just letting them fall out. We just picked some up in the garden, and I wanted to show you why it's very recommended to soak your blackberries in lemon juice water. You can use 2 tablespoons of this kind or a few slices of a lemon. And this is the reason why, because the lemon juice will draw out any kind of bugs and wash off the debris that's deep inside the blackberry. And as you can see, we have this soaking. We're gonna let it soak for about 15 minutes. There is we had some crawling worms, we had some ants going all over the place. You can probably see one of the ants right here. All of that was deep inside these blackberries, and I don't know about you all, but I don't really feel like this kind of extra protein in my diet. So yeah, it's important. A good tip is to soak your blackberries in lemon juice about 15 minutes before preserving them.
We are making seedless blackberry jam, and the first step is to juice the berries and get the seeds out. So we run them through our Weston tomato press, which, contrary to the name, works great for fruits and berries and whatnot. So we just run it through here. It does a great job. And then over on the left side, you can see where the skins come out. We'll run that through another time to get every little bit of juice out we can. And then from there, we'll strain this to get any extra little seeds that went through, and then into the pot to go. So we'll put a link to this handy little press in the comments, and if you have any questions, let us know. We're getting close. Need to turn up the heat a little bit and let this cook a little bit longer. Okay, it's been about 10 more minutes. Turn the heat up. You can see it actively moving. So essentially we're just trying to cook the extra water out of this. So it's getting a little higher. As the water is cooked out, there's more fruit and sugar, which can get to a higher temperature. So like I said before, whenever it gets to about 220 to 223, I think 223 is about the sweet spot. It sets really nicely at our elevation, which is about 600 or 700 feet above sea level. So we're going to keep cooking.
Alright, we are at 223, and now we're going to do a set test using a cold saucer that we had in the freezer. And we're just going to take a teaspoon, scoop it out, put it on the saucer, and stick it in the freezer for 1 minute, and then we'll see if it sets. Okay, our timer just went off, 1 minute, so now we're going to see if this is ready. Okay.
What we'll do is we'll take my finger and push it, and if it crinkles, it's set. Oh yeah, there's crinkles.
Now we're going to ladle these into the jar, leaving a 1/4 inch headspace. I'm going to do each of these jars. Just make sure that you sterilize your jars and wash them real well beforehand. And make sure you keep your lids on low, do not boil them. Sterilize and get the wax softened, and that's all you need to do.
The sugar in here is incredibly hot. It's easy to scorch yourself, so just be careful.
Just be very careful. Okay, so once you get your jam or jelly ladled out into your jars, you just want to take a damp, not soaked, but just damp paper towel or washcloth, and just wipe the rims, top the rims of each jar, and then you're going to apply your lid. We use this little magnetic friend to help us place them on. Okay, now that we have our lids on, we're going to apply the rings, and then we're going to load them up to put in the water bath. Okay, these are all loaded up into the little basket, and we're going to put it into this water bath, which is on a boil.
So depending on your elevation, you can adjust 5 minutes up or down. We're at 600 feet above sea level, so we just need to process for 10 minutes. So essentially every 1,000 feet above sea level, add 5.
Okay, 10 minutes is up.
Careful steam.
Okay, we're going to set these out and wait for that wonderful sound of the ping. Okay, we got all these out. We had 2 seal already. We saved 1 jar for us for to eat off of over the next few weeks. Yeah, turned out great. Nice dark color. That one's already sealed. We're just gonna wait for the rest of them to seal like that. Alright, so that's how you make seedless blackberry jelly.